Hey everybody, this is Shanita and I am coming back for another video. Welcome. I'm so glad that you are joining me. As you can see by the title, I am getting ready to pre-poo my hair with the new Ayurvedic Prepoo by Krush. I almost forgot, you guys. I was just about to do this upstairs and I thought, oh my gosh, if you don't record this video, you're going to hear about it. So here is what I'm going to be reviewing. This is the new Ayurvedic Prepoo that Krush launched on Black Friday. So if you haven't seen it, it looks, of course, just like their typical jar and logo. It says to apply desired amount to damp or soaking wet hair, cover with plastic cap and allow it to sit for 15 minutes to 3 hours. Rinse with cool water and then shampoo. Okay, so I'm going to take their directions and I'm going to kind of merge it with how I do my pre-poo, because it sounds like it works pretty much like a pre-poo. Like whatever you do to yours, you can do that with this. So I typically sleep in mine overnight. It is late, like close to midnight late, and I thought I better turn this on and record it so I can get it for you. So I was just about to get started. Typically what I do is split my hair down the middle and I make 6 sections. Just easier to work with. I can get all my hair, I can reach my scalp, it just works. So I have here don't laugh at me. This is a water bottle. This is from my old Just For Me Curl Piece 5-in-1 Wonder Spray. I've had this bottle, oh my gosh, probably a year and a half. I have several actual water bottles. I like this better. I put warm water in here and I just continue to use it. It still has remnants in it from the original spray, and then I just continue to put more hot water in here when I use it. The reason I keep going back to this is because of the actual sprayer. Look at that. I love the way it comes out. I have one of the 360, mist sprayers, but it comes out so slow and I only get like this width of mist. And so this one, like a shot, it's like this big full coverage area of mist. And so I get a chance to pump it faster. I get more out, and I don't know, I just prefer it. So I dampen my hair. I didn't even tell you what I was going to use. So first of all, warm water, obviously. The pre-poo, obviously. And so the other thing I do is use an oil during this time, or pomade, or whatever I'm going to use for that time, to let my scalp soak in some of this nice moisturizing oil. So I use this bottle because I just prefer the tip. But what I'm using in here is what is this called? It's from Yaldane Cultural Solutions. You've heard me talk about them many times. This is called Omega-9 Scalp Reform Anti-Inflammatory Dry Hair Reparation. So I get this from them. I'm working on the same original bottle that I've had for forever. It is absolutely incredible. I love it from the first use. I knew that it was going to become one of my favorite scalp oils, but I only use this on wash day because it is very thick and I don't think it would be a good idea to use it during the week because it will definitely weigh down your hair. So some of the ingredients in this, just in case you haven't heard of Yaldane, just to give you an idea of the kind of ingredients they use, this says omega-3, omega-9, omega-6, coconut oil, aloe leaf juice, hemp seed, nettle, horsetail, vitamin F, B12, vitamin E. Okay. So as you can see, they name all the vitamins and nutrients that are in the ingredients, but then you get the real ingredients. So it says coconut oil, flaxseed, coquille nut oil, palm kernel oil, grapeseed, avocado butter, almond oil, shea oil, apricot oil, sage, black cumin, olive oil, rosemary oil, and raw Yemeni honey. That's a lot going on. So it is a nice thick oil. My little jar is so old and dirty, but so it's very, very silky and kind of thickish. Not as thick as castor oil, but definitely not as thin as most oils. You know what I mean? So I typically take this and I find the parts and go down into the parts and also in between the section, and I rub some of that in, drop some into my scalp and just massage it in. Whew, and I love this so much. It feels so good. My scalp gets so dry in the wintertime, and if you have that same challenge in the wintertime with your scalp going dry, I really suggest this as a it's a quick fix. And it, you know, you probably will have to again use some sort of lighter oil during the week, but on wash day this one is perfect. So again, make sure your hair is damp. When people try to put a oil or a pre-poo on dry hair, I immediately look and think, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You don't want it to be too wet either. It says you can use it on soaking wet hair, but I like mine on just damp hair. So this is what this looks like. I am just opening it, and it looks very similar to there is a cleansing mask that is in a jar just like this, actually, that this reminds me of off the bat. Oh, but it's much softer. The cleansing mask is actually kind of thick, and this is slippery. It's definitely slippery. I can feel that already. And it's kind of sliding around, kind of gooey. So I think it's going to make a great pre-poo. So I am going to just take some and try to get enough in here. Here's the thing with pre-poos. Oh, this is nice. This is going on really good. I use oil typically, and you know, with oils, I don't necessarily have to measure or be measured at all about how much I use. I just kind of rub it in until I feel like, okay, this is good. But pre-poos like this, you kind of want to hold on to it as long as possible. So I'm not going to go in and be all heavy-handed like I typically, where's my section? Like I typically would be. I'm going to try to use just the amount I need so that I don't overdo it. Because typically I would use my oil and I'd rub it down into my scalp. I'd put it on the ends. I'd go in between the sections, very much like how you've seen me do over and over again with the deep conditioner. It's the exact same process. Now, as I am pulling through here, like there is thick, tangled hair all wrapped around each other in here, and I can't get through. I always take a little bit of oil or pre-poo and just go in there and just kind of rub it right into the roots of your hair. Yeah, you're rubbing it into your scalp, but mainly it's just to loosen that hair up at the roots. And of course, I don't expect that to happen right this minute, but as it sits, it really does work on allowing the hairs to unravel. And already with my fingers, I'm able to take it and separate it. And that in and of itself is a bonus. My hair was very hydrated. I mean, it looks still nice and defined, and I like the way it looks, but for me, myself, I know that my scalp is very dry and my hair is dehydrated. So no matter what it looks like, when it's time to make sure it gets moisturized, I always do that. I never, ever wait until it gets completely dry. Okay, I've got the pre-poo all in my hair from roots to tip. Every hair in between is sectioned off and all pre-pooed. My scalp is nice and oiled and moisturized. This stuff is absolutely miraculous. It is not sticky and thick like castor oil, but it spreads so smooth and so silky, and like there are times I can put just a regular oil on my scalp and then I can't tell where I put it because my scalp still feels dry. I instantly know where I put oil and where I did not when I use that stuff. Love it so much. So then when I get all these little sections all done and my hair is all saturated with pre-poo or oil, I will take my plastic cap and put it on. I need some bigger ones. I know there's some companies now that make them for, they call it for thicker, longer hair, but let's just be real. It's for bigger heads. Okay, I know I need one. So I take this and I put it on, and then I generally have this, where is it? I generally have this little black wave cap that I got from Sally's. It's literally, I don't even know if they sell them anymore, but it was for men's. And so it had it over there with like the do-rags and whatever, but it was called just a wave cap. And it looked just like a cap. It reminds me very, very much of the slap caps. Exactly what it looks like, except it was like all polyester. So I typically put that on my head and I can't find it. And I'm sure once I go back up, it's probably up there. But this is actually, you know what? I'm going to do my bonnet first. The main thing I'm doing here is, number one, covering my hair so that I can protect my sheets and pillowcases from oil and grease running. That is my first priority when I'm doing this. And the second thing is I want to create some heat. The heat escapes from our head first. So if you can keep your head covered, then you can keep the warmth inside your body. That's why your mom always told you to put something on your head, because once the heat escapes from your head, once your head is warm, then the heat can stay inside your body. So I put that on, and then I will probably put my slap cap on. But I got this little thing from Amazon, oh my gosh, so long ago. And it is just a bigger version of a slap cap, and it is satin lined on the inside. So I used to be able to wear it out places before it got so stretched out, but it's good for this. It'll keep nice and secure. And so then I will put this on and I will sleep like this and wake up in the morning and then rinse it all out and shampoo it and condition it and finish my routine. So I am going to do this video separately so that you can really be able to focus on this pre-poo, because that's really what I want to highlight here. So I will come back after I have rinsed it all out and tell you exactly what I think. I cannot wait. It's already feeling nice and slippery, and it's smooth, and it goes on so well. The other thing I noticed is this application was much easier than oil. I will have to say that. Not only was it easier, but it was a lot faster. When I am doing this with oil and I have to dampen my hair, and then I got to put oil all the way in between and smooth and smooth and smooth. Like if your hair goes from dry and you're just putting a little water to dampen it, and then you're trying to put oil on absolutely every strand, it will take a lot of time if you have thick hair. So I will say right off the bat, this smoothed through my hair very, very easily, and the process was just a whole lot faster because it's so slippery and slimy. It just slid on. By the time I rubbed it 2 or 3 times, then it had the entire section covered. So that is a bonus in and of itself. So I will let you know tomorrow what it's like, and I'll see you then. Hey, so I am back, and I want to give you my final thoughts on this main Krush Ayurvedic Prepoo. This is my second one. I'm sorry, I wanted to show it to you for those of you who don't have it, but my open one is upstairs and I just didn't want to go get it. So I am just showing you what it looks like, their typical jar as usual. For those of you who've been wondering, is this all of that? Is it to the main Krush standard that we know and love so much? Girl, yes, this stuff is so bomb. I'm going to do a little small clip of it on Instagram for those of you who are on there so that you can see me use it. This is so much slip. It is so much slip. I use so little of it. I always dampen my hair before I add a pre-poo. That just helps you, first of all, be able to spread it, and it just helps it to actually penetrate your hair a little bit while it's damp, so that it makes it just a lot more softer and detangling. I used this at a time when my hair was so dry. It was so dry, and this provided so much slip. I was able to get so much detangled hair out just as I was gliding it through, and it has that same consistent, I said all this, you guys, as that cleansing mask, but once you touch it, it melts, and so it's so smooth and soft, and it goes all just lovely. I am so upset. I've already told some people I'm so upset that I didn't get more. If you haven't gotten your hands on this, you need to. I think a product like this, because a lot of people don't want to do oil, a lot of people don't want to pre-poo at all. If you were to get your hands on this, I really believe in my heart it will make you want to pre-poo, because it feels so good to the hair. And once you rinse it out, again, so much slip, it just is so conditioning. The shampoo and the conditioning of your hair, the entire wash day at that point just goes so much better. Your hair is already soft and conditioned from this alone, so it just makes the rest of the stages it's so much manageable, so much manageable. And for those of you who struggle with tangling, and you struggle with dryness, and you feel like it doesn't matter what I put in my hair, it is just not softening enough, and my hair doesn't look like that, it doesn't feel like that. It's all about that hydration and the moisture, and this gives you a little of both from the beginning, so that the rest of your wash day just goes smooth as butter, baby. You will love it. For those of you who've already used it, do drop down and amen what I'm saying if you have used yours and you know that what I'm saying is true. I have not heard of a person yet who doesn't like it. I haven't seen anybody who said it could be this or that. Now, granted, I haven't seen a lot of reviews, but I have heard people talk about it. And predominantly, we love it. It meets the main Krush standard. And this is just another one that they can add to their list of absolutely amazing wash day essentials. The only thing I hate about this is that I didn't get more. It is so good. And so if you don't have it, you know it's not too late. Now is probably a perfect time to get you some. But get you some of this. I think it will make you love wash days so much more. There are some of us who say we love wash days. We love it because, number one, you're treating your hair. You love doing that. It may as well be an enjoyable, easy experience. And that is what pre-poos do for me. It just makes it makes everything better. It makes everything better about your wash day, and I am not exaggerating. So be sure that you go over to Main Krush and try it. I believe for a few days you can use the Essence code and save you 15% off on it at this point. I will tell you, don't do what I do. Don't get two. Get you some that's worth your shipping price. It is worth every penny that it costs. You will be seeing that a lot. In fact, I will probably switch over to this and use it up prior to going back to oil, or who knows, I may try the pre-poo and mix it with some of my favorite oil and see how that goes. Ooh, that sounds interesting. That just came out of my mouth and I wasn't thinking about it, but now that I am, that does sound like it will make a bomb combination. And that way you can stretch it out a little bit. Take some, put it in a bowl, add you a good oil. For me, it'll be sweet almond oil, and then use that, and it'll make the pre-poo go a little bit longer of a way, but you get the benefit of the oil and the slipperiness of the pre-poo, and mind blown. That was just one of those light bulb moments I just had. You have to try that if you haven't had it. Be sure you've got that pre-poo. There are lots of them out there that I love and enjoy. I love when a company makes one that is also healthy for your hair. This is fenugreek, shea butter, aloe vera juice, stinging nettle, marshmallow root, maca root, shikakai, cassia, amla, babisu oil, raw honey, avocado oil, shea butter. Like everything in it to love. Everything in it to love, but moisturizing, and you're not going to get that mushy effect. You've got a little bit of herbs to keep your hair strengthened. It is everything. Everything. Did you miss out if you didn't get it? Yes, you did. But be sure to go get you some. I will put the link in the description box. I will put the discount code in the description box. Check that out. For those of you who've used it already, Let me know what you think. Let's let everybody know what we think. Put it in the comment section so I can know what your experience has been. If it wasn't so pleasant or you didn't like it or care for it, I'd like to know that too. I mean, I'm not going to come on and repeat that. It's just for us who like to go through and read about other people's experience. It's just a nice place for us to gather and kind of, I mean, it's not like it's secret, but for those of us who like to go and just learn from other people, it is just a brilliant way for us to be able to share our experiences. And I hope that you will. I hope you will. If you're new and you've never been here before, I hope you will subscribe. I am a humongous fan of Main Krush, as are some of you, and I hope that you will continue to stick around as we talk more Main Krush and use more of their products and talk about what we have liked and done with our hair and how they've helped our hair. This is just a hair journey we're all taking, and I love being on it with you, and I want to hear your experiences. I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to like this video. I'll see you guys next time.